Welcome to this session of Practical Accounts.
The recording of a cost of sales refund at the standard VAT rate. Now, this is a refund received from a supplier because materials were returned to them. Of course, cost of sales is what the business uses in order to prepare what it sells to its customers. In the case of a hotel, it could be the raw food bought or otherwise. Now, this document, by filing, should be found on the Purchases and Payments file. Now we can put this out of the way, drag it to the right, and we're back to our recording screen. Drag this to the right, and there we are. Now let's have a quick overview of the recording process. We start by clicking the Accounting tab. Next, we click the Cost of Sales menu, Cost of Sales Refund button, select the VAT rate, identify the receiving account, select the Cost of Sales account, type the gross amount, type the narration, type the document number, date, and the month. Now, before we record anything, we need to be sure there's nothing pre-recorded on our reports. So we click Ctrl-Alt-F5 and check. Ctrl-Alt-F5 and check. So we click the GL, quickly come to Accounting, Periodic Reports, General Ledger, there is nothing. Periodic Reports, Trial Balance, there is nothing. Now we can go back to our double entry page. Control go to B315, enter. There we are, we should be recording somewhere here. That's right. Now we start by clicking the Accounting tab, Cost of Sales, Cost of Sales Refund. This is the form. Now, what is the VAT rate? This should be 20% standard. So we select the VAT rate, 20%, and there we are. That gives us more forms, more rows for recording the amounts. Drag it down here. Now, first of all, we identify the account which received the cash. Click the drop down, select cash, click the tab, and now which account is to be credited for this return? Standard rate. So we come here, stock purchases standard. That's good enough. Click tab, these are not optional. Click tab, end up into the amounts box. So how much cash was actually received? 60 was received. Type 60, and as we type the 60, the net amount is entered, the VAT amount is entered to save time by the system. Click tab for a narration. Material returns is good enough. Material returns is good enough. Tab, document number is 16. Click tab, the date on the document is 14 November, 14/7/15. Click tab. For our demo business, November was month number 1, type 01. Click tab. Since we don't intend to modify these ones below, just click insert, and the transaction is pasted behind there, as we can see. When we click OK, the form closes, and we can see our transaction in full. There we are. Date, month, quarter, narration, document number, transaction number. Now 60 is debited to the cash account, 50 credited to stock purchases. It's like a purchases return, really. Although we don't have a separate returns account, we simply credit the same stock purchases account. 10 purchases VAT, and it also reduces the VAT payable in that period. This one is for preparing the gross amount on the VAT return. Now here, these values here are recorded in the VAT ledger, and these three end up in the general ledger as indicated by the GL. That's about it. Next is to update our reports with Ctrl-Alt-F5 on the keyboard. Ctrl-Alt-F5 on the keyboard. That's done. Now we confirm if our transactions are available in the general ledger. Credited to stock purchases, debited to cash account, credited to purchases VAT. Confirm the trial balance quickly. There we are. These are our 3 entries. There's a 0 difference among the entries made, and our double entry is perfect. We go back to our recording page. That is Control G. That should be B316. Enter. And there we are. This is where we recorded the transaction. This is the source document, and this is what is pasted on this page. Now, this document is available for practice as part of the PDF you receive. Let's confirm the page number. Document number 16 is available on page 5. So please carry out some practice regarding this transaction. And that's the end as far as the cost of sales refund at the standard VAT rate is concerned. See you at the next task.